Alrighty, so we are setting up a blog today in Joomla. And this is actually one of the things I like about Joomla. See, Joomla is a little more flexible than WordPress is to some extent, where WordPress is actually like a blog and Joomla is an actual website creation tool. I mean, you could build a website with WordPress, but remember the WordPress backbone is a blog, so it operates a little bit differently. And Joomla is more of a content management system for a website, but you can do blogs with it. So I had a client that needs to set up a blog, so I figured to give this opportunity to show everybody else how to do this. So to set up a blog is actually really stinky simple. The first thing that you need to do is excuse me, is you need to go and set up a category that all of your articles are going to be posted under. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Category Manager and we're going to add a new category. And in this person's case, it's going to be called News because this is a business, not a person. So they're not really blogging. They're more or less putting in new news and events and stuff like that. So we'll name this News. And that's really all you need to do. You just set up a category. You just put in whatever it's going to be, blog, news, whatever. The way I usually work is if it's more of a personal website, you're going to end up using it as news. If it's a personal website, you're going to end up using it more as a blog. So you would name it like a blog or something. And if it's for business, it's usually going to be called news because news is more of what you're going to be using it for. So the category is set up. And if you've already have this already set up this way, then you don't have to even worry about watching this. You can skip a little ahead, but I'm just kind of going through the whole thing here. So first things first is you set up your category, and then you go to your menu. And in this case, it's going to be in the main menu. And I actually already set up the tab just so I could put it in an easy place. But you would set up you would go to New, and then you would select under your category type, you would just select articles, category blog, or you can do category list. I just do it category blog because it just works that way. And so since I already have one set up and already placed it in the area I want to place it, I just haven't activated it yet. So if you look here, it's not up here. We're going to go to News. And then I've already selected category blog. Here's the news. It makes its own alias for it. So now all you gotta do is just change the category in here, and really that's about it. So you go ahead and save and close. Really, I should have published it, but either way, you just click right here to publish it on the main screen of your menus. Right now, I guess you're pretty much ready to set up to start your blog or your news page. So when I reload it, a new tab pops up called News. There should be nothing there because there's no news articles. So here it's a blank, news article. So now, in order to get your news articles in here, it's pretty simple. So you just go to Content, you go to Article Manager, and you add a new article. We'll just name this New News 1. And obviously I'm not caring about capital letters or spelling or anything, but whatever. So I'm just going to put this is the first news post. And it works like any other article. You can just add an image here. Just go ahead and grab this image here. Some baker dude that's full screen. So there's your thing here. You can link it by using the link buttons or whatever. I'll get into articles more later, but this is actually the extended view of the Tiny Mice or Tiny MCE. which is a lot better than the regular one that comes with it. And if you're using WordPress, there's actually a plugin for this, because it's like with WordPress you only get like one line and it's just really basic stuff. But anyways, so you got that, and then that's really all you really need. You don't really need to use or read more. I mean, unless you want to, but that connects to another article. Same with like your article one. But really, at this point, you have yourself a new post. So we'll save and close this. When you go over here to the front end, just reload. You know what? I forgot to do something. See, there I go. Messed up. The main thing on this, and that's where I messed up on, was the category. You need to select your categories. Category is uncategorized right now, so you just select it to news, save, or save and close. Just by the way, save. If you hit the save button, it leaves you on the same page. So then you can go to your front end, check it out, and preview it. And if you need to make edits, you can go back. Or save and close, which saves it and then it closes out this screen and takes you back to the main article manager screen. So here's a new article manager screen. So now when you go to the front end, since we did it correctly this time, after it loads, here's your new post. There's different post options. You can have lines. You can tell you who posted it and this and that or whatever. It's all personal preference. That's all in the way that you set it up. But I'm just showing you how to post it in there. So let's just make another one just so you can see how this actually, the format of it works. So then this will be like new news 2. And with this one, we'll just put new news 2 post. And we'll just add another image real quick, just so it looks kind of nice. Let's grab this one. Alright, and then remember, category, change that to news, or blog, depending on whatever your category is that you named it. Save or save and close, whichever one that you want to do, because you may want to go back and edit it. And then reload. And then here you go. So now you have your one post here, another post here. And there's different ways that your blogs can be set up to where you could actually have like one here, one here, one here, and then another one underneath. It all depends on the preferences in the back of Joomla, just the way that you want it to output and show. Just FYI, I'll just show you that really quick. Haven't done this in a while, so bear with me. You go into your section, so this is your menu, and then it would be your blog layout options. And then so you can actually tell it you want this many leading articles. And what's really cool is if you hover over it, it tells you. So like number of leading articles to display as full width at beginning of the page, meaning full width meaning like this. And then you have the little intro articles, and then it shows like it in columns. So this is like a column here, and this would be another column over here. So it all depends on how you want to do it. You can play around with it, do whatever you need. The pagination, I think I'm pronouncing that right, pagination. What this basically is let's just say you have 100 articles or 50 articles or 25 articles, right? And you basically have one page that has, let's say, 20 articles or whatever you want it to be. What it'll do is underneath here, right at the bottom, it'll have a little bunch of numbers. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then have like a little I forget what that's called. The little tabs. I mean the little this sign. If you look up here, that it'll have that plus like the numbers and stuff, and so you can kind of go through pages, so you don't have 100 articles. 100 like news posts or blog posts on one page, so you can kind of scroll through. And it's really to your preference. Do you want to have a bunch on one page, or do you want to have separate pages? Or, I mean, there's been people I've known that didn't even want any of that, so they would just post like 500 articles or 500 blog posts on one page. It's not really recommended, only because when you're loading it, all these pictures, especially the pictures more than the text, takes a little while for it to generate on the page, especially if you're on a slower internet connection. So really, that's what that does. It just basically allows you to go through, however many you have. And so this is all the same. So you just can play around with these things and see how it looks and the way that you want it to look. By default, this is the way it comes out. So you can always change it here. And then down here, it's really simple. The category order, the article order, the date ordering. So you can basically have it changed by like when it was created or when it was modified. So let's say you have an article or a post that you modified it just recently, but it was from 2 weeks ago. It'll send it back to the top if you wanted to. There's a bunch that are there. I'm just going to show pagination just to put it on there. Along with that, there's a bunch of other options here, article options. You can show the title. So let's just say we show titles, link the titles, sure, link the titles, show the intro text, sure, we'll show that. I don't think we even have any right there, but show the category, link category, show author, link author. It all depends on what how you want it to look. You can even like show the email option. So there's a bunch of different things. You can show how many people's actually read it, all those other things. So for now, I'll just leave it alone, and I'll just go ahead and save and close this, and then it has a couple of new things there, and it should show up now when we reload this. So here you go. So now it has your title heading, and then if you click this, you can email it to someone. So it opens up a little box so you can email it. So yeah, that's really about it. If you have any questions, leave it at the bottom. I'll try my best to answer that. But that's pretty much it for now. I think that's all that really is there. It's pretty simple. So just to go over it briefly one more time, to post a new article post, or I'm sorry, a new news or blog post, you would just go to Article Manager, add a new article, name it here, change it to your category for your blog, and that's it. Make your new article here, or your new blog post here, and save and close, and you're done. So that's about it. Like I said, if you have any questions or anything, leave it at the bottom. Or if you have any issues with your Joomla or WordPress site, you can always give us a call. There are some things we can walk you through briefly, and then there are other things that if you need us for, we can always help you with, and get something coded or set something up for you. So we're always around. So either way, thank you for watching our screencast, and hope to have some new ones for you soon.